I've done a video for Shoreline on a detailed loot guide, I've done a video on Interchange, and now with 0.11 the Labs is now the latest map in Tarkov's rotation, so I'm going to be doing a detailed loot guide on that. Also, we're going to be using this map. As you can see on screen, this is the main map for the Labs, and you can see that it breaks down each room with a number, and it gives us a detailed breakdown on how to navigate the map pretty darn easily. Learn this map because this is what I'll be using throughout this video to identify each room. We're going to be working our way from the bottom of the Labs to the top. We're going to be starting in the technical level, then we're going to be working all the way up to the second floor of the main Labs building. So without further ado, let's get into it and go room by room and decide what room has the best loot. Just as a side note though, I will not be going into any rooms that require keys. One, because I do not have them, and two is because I'm going to make a video eventually on all of the key locations for this map as well. So these are all going to be unlocked rooms that you can go to straight out the bat without any keys or any knowledge of the map itself. So we're going to start in the technical level, and the first room in the technical level that we'll be going to is the room G1. Inside here you'll find one toolbox and then a crate by the door that has loose medical supplies and ammo on there, so you're likely to find army bandages and boxes of ammo here. But other than that, it's just a sort of pumping room, it's sort of a generator room, so there isn't much in here. The next room we'll be going to is the room 02. Inside here is just another toolbox. Again, it's another generator room, so there isn't anything in here really either. Now between the rooms 04 and R3 on this location on the map, you'll see a blue hall here, and inside this blue hall is a black weapons box that you can loot. Just down the hall a little bit further is the room 04. This room is not accessible itself, but just outside where it says 04 on the map, you will see a green weapons case just sitting there on some wooden crates. That is a good thing to loot just in case you want to find an MP5 or an AKS-74U. Anything like that can spawn in there. And if you go a bit further down the corridor, you'll see the room 05. This room again is not accessible, but outside by some more wooden boxes there is another big weapons crate that you can loot. This is probably the best area to loot inside the technical level in my opinion. The next room we'll go to is R1. This doesn't have a lot in it, it has a single toolbox, but if you are looking for some drills or any sort of item for trading, then this is a decent low risk area to go and try your luck. The last room we'll be visiting on the technical level is R3. This is a decent room again if you're looking for some tools for trade items or some drills to give you a little bit of a quick buck. There's a lot of loose tools around the place, and just outside one of the doors is a grey weapons case as well, so you can loot that and try your luck at getting a weapon if you need an extra bit of money. All the rooms I've just mentioned there on the terminal level are the only rooms that you can actually access freely. The rest of the rooms on this level are either locked or non-accessible at all. These rooms that I have mentioned are not great compared to the rooms we'll be seeing later. However, if we do need a quick buck with low risk, the terminal level is the best place to go. Moving on to the first level now, and we will be starting off with the room G11. This has a lot of loose medical supplies like med kits, blood sets and morphine injectors. I have even seen a defibrillator spawn here at one point as well. There is a lock section in this area. If you do find the key, then you can find a lot more items, but in terms of the unlocked area, there is a decent amount of medical items here if you need it. The next room is the room 011. This is the biggest room in the whole map. This is the most high risk room in the whole map, and you can see why in a second. In this room there is a total of 2 duffel bags, 9 computer towers where you can find a lot of flash drives sticking out of them as well, so if you need flash drives for the mission or to trade to get quite a bit of money, I would definitely check here. There is one large black weapons box, and there is multiple loose loot lying around like medical items and consumables like milk, condensed milk and all that sort of stuff. There's also a couple of toolboxes lying around the place in case you do not have enough drills from looting the terminal level. And between the rooms O13 and G12 there is a grenade box as well. This is a high risk area, a lot of the raiders will be in this location, so be aware. Also, if you go by the contamination-y area where all the acid is spilt on the floor, there is a key spawn there alongside of where the black weapons box is located, as well as one of the PCs. Look around all of the laboratory equipment, because underneath the desks of the laboratory equipment is where you'll find the PCs as well. O13 is the next room we'll be visiting, and this is sort of an office style room. It has 6 PC towers in it, so again it is a decent room to go to if you would like to find stuff like graphics cards and flash drives and high ticket electronic items. There's also one jacket for your chance to find those Wilston cigarettes. There is a valuables spawn on one of the shelves in here. You can find gold chains quite frequently and the odd Bitcoin as well. There is a weapons box in here as well as one filing cabinet. This is a good, relatively low risk room to go if you need to find a lot of electronic items and chance yourself at getting a Bitcoin. The room R11 is the next room we'll be visiting. It is another massive room on the first floor of the labs. However, this isn't as profitable as the room O11. It has one duffel bag inside it, so you can chance that for getting a Bitcoin and other rare items. There is a plastic suitcase which is a new lootable container. It usually contains food items and small medical items, but there isn't much else in terms of containers to loot. However, there is a lot of loose consumables like milk, condensed milk, MREs and all stuff like that lying around on the benches, so keep a lookout for that. But however, if you're not looking for any of these items, I suggest giving this room a miss, considering it is quite a high risk room itself. R12 is the next room on the map that we'll be going to. This is sort of the front reception area of the Terragroup labs. Inside this location is a lot of loose money spawns that are on the front desk itself. You can find dollars, rubles and euros in here, and there is also one duffel bag that you can loot in this location as well. But other than that, you'd come here for a quick bit of cash that you can stick in your wallet really. The next room we'll be going to look to is the room R14. This is actually kind of an overlooked room. It's not very high risk and it has quite a lot of things inside of it. So it is sort of like a bunk bed sort of style room, but inside here you have one duffel bag, one set of filing cabinets, a jacket, and a lot of loose money and consumables scattered around this room. But this main reason to go here is to find the safe. There's one safe inside this room, and it's the first safe we have found in the Terragroup labs so far. There's not many safes throughout the Terragroup labs, so I'd definitely come here if you want a chance to find Bitcoins and other rare, high profitable items. The room R15 is next. This is a gym, and inside it has one black weapons box at one side of the room, and the other side of the gym has one duffel bag. So it's sort of someone's ready to go run in and shoot some bitches at the same time. So this is a small dark little room, not really worth your time unless you want to loot the weapons box and move on quite quickly. R16 is the next room we'll be visiting. It has a lot of loose consumable items like Red Bull and MREs and food items really. This is a small auditorium, doesn't really have anything else in here, so if you're low on food or you're starting to dehydrate, pop yourself in this room and I'm sure you'll find a water or something to quench your thirst in this room. B11 is the next place that we are going to loot. This is the Hangar Extract location, and inside this location is 3 toolboxes and a lot of scattered tools around the actual hangar itself. And inside the red container that is stacked at the bottom of 3 other shipping containers, there is quite a lot of weapon spawns. There is a black weapon box and a loose weapon modification spawn inside that shipping container as well. You usually find a high value sight in here and a suppressor in here as well, so if you want to get that loot and then press the button get out using the Hangar Extract, this is a nice quick way to make some money. The final room on the first floor is the parking garage, and this is Y11. Inside this location you're going to find loose loot of literally all types. You're going to find gun modifications, you're going to find food items. Look for the cars with the open trunks. Inside the trunks is usually where you're going to find the loose spawns. And around the place you will also find a weapons case and a larger weapons crate and one duffel bag. So this is another nice little location that you can go to and get the loot, press the button and get out using that extract. It's a nice quick way to make some money, but beware of the raiders. Now we're going to move up to the second floor. Before we use any rooms, we are going to go to the shower room near the room G21. Inside the shower room is 2 duffel bags, 1 jacket, and next to the second duffel bag inside the shower is a load of loose weapon mods. So you're going to find sights, grips and barrels, etc. inside this location. If you go out of the shower room as well, you've got the hallway where the cargo elevator extract is, just outside of room 21. Inside here you've got the toolbox as well as a lot of loose health items like blood sets, hydrochloric acid and medkits. Now we can actually go into the room G21. Inside here you're going to find 2 med cases, a lot of general health spawns like Golden Star, Vaseline, bandages, IFAK, Siloas, painkillers and morphines. There is a high spawn rate of the new stimulants like Propatil and SJ6, so this is the best place to go if you want to farm some stimulants. I know you guys want to get high and off your tits. The next room we'll be going to is O21. This is the upstairs of the big room O11. Up here is relatively good. There's a lot of loose loot, including weapon mods and magazines near the B24 entrance on top of some white and blue pallets. In the center room, which is locked, there is a large weapon crate, so if you want to find the key, there is a lot inside there, but you do need the key to access it. But other than that, you can find a lot of loose items like weapon modifications and food items as well lying around the balconies. O22 is the next room, and this is another office location. Inside here is 2 duffel bags and 1 jacket, so you can find a lot of mission items in them alone. There is also 1 safe in this location, so again, here is a second chance for you to find some high value items. There's also a set of filing cabinets, a figurine or statue spawn, so you can find lions, horses, cats and golden chickens in this location. There is 1 black weapons crate and 5 PC towers to loot as well, so you can get yourselves a weapon as well as some graphics cards in this location as well. O23 is the next room, and it's very similar to O22. It has a safe in it, it has filing cabinets in it, it has another 2 duffel bags, and it has another weapons crate. It has a jacket and it has a lot of loose spawns lying around, and it is another office. However, rather than having 5 PC towers, this one's got 9. So you're going to have plenty of chances to find yourself some flash drives or some graphics cards, and it's going to get you quite a bit of dollar. R21 is the next room we are going to look at. This is another overlook of the room R11, so it's mainly balconies, but on these balconies you can find 2 duffel bags, you can find a lot of loose loots including medical items and ammo. Inside the center of the room, however, there is sort of an office. You can see it by the standout 2 massive cat statues, and inside this office you'll see a black weapons crate as well. There is also a chance for money to spawn on the desk, so check the desk as you walk past. R22 is the next room we're going to, and that is another office. Inside here you've got another 5 PC towers, you've got another duffel bag, and you've got another jacket. There is another plastic suitcase in this location, again another use of the new loot container. Inside here once again you'll find medical items and consumables. There is a lot of loose consumables around this office as well, including milk, waters and food items, and there is also a valuables spawn here as well. I've only found gold chains in this location, but it is on the shelving unit by the jacket, but I only seem to find gold chains here, but I'm sure you can find other things too. The next room is R23. Inside here is another office. You're going to find 4 PC towers in here, another duffel bag and some loose loot. I find a lot of sugar in this location and food items. There is one large green weapons crate in this location also, but the weird thing is there's massive vault looking doors, so I wonder if there is a key location somewhere where you can get in here and there is more loot inside. But however, if you don't know of any key, then you can come here for the green weapons crate and the PCs. R24 is a cafe, so in here you're going to find only one duffel bag, but you are going to find a hell of a lot of consumable items. You're going to find loads of food and water, so you can get your metabolism up. This is a good place to go and farm those skills actually, if you want to pick up easily 5 to 10 water and food items each time you go into this location. B22 is the next room we're going to go into. You go into B21 and then you turn to your left and you'll see an office. Inside here you will find 3 PC towers and a jacket. You're going to find a lot of loose consumable items like food and water. You're also going to see some loose weapon modifications like suppressors and sights on the table at the back of the office. And finally you'll find one black weapons box for you to loot in there as well. B24 is the next room, and this is the upstairs location for the Hangar Extract B11. Inside this location is the area where you can activate the Hangar Extract. Inside that office is 1 PC tower, 2 filing cabinets, and outside the door is 1 duffel bag. You can also find loose loot lying on the pallets around, as well as loose consumables inside the office. And the final room we are going to in the whole of the Terragroup labs is Y21. This is the room where you activate the parking lot extract. Here you can find 1 PC tower and 1 filing cabinet. There is also a locked grate with a tool safe behind it if you want to find the key. But other than that, you've got a filing cabinet to find a lot of keys and random items, and you've got a PC tower to find your electronics. And then if you want to go downstairs to the parking lot, you've got all the things I mentioned earlier. Guys, that is literally every single room that you can possibly enter within Terragroup Labs that doesn't require a key and is actually accessible. All the rooms I mentioned have at least one thing inside of it. I didn't mention rooms that have literally no spawns at all. So depending on what your purpose to go to the Terragroup Labs is, you can decide what rooms you are actually going to go and visit. I recommend going to the parking lot especially, and going to the hangar to get yourself a quick loot, as well as going to 1 or 2 of the offices. But the main reason definitely to go to the labs is to fight some of those raiders. Those raiders can contain some crazy loot, and you guys will love the tension. If this video did help you out, a like is always appreciated, and comment down below what rooms you'll be heading to within the Terragroup Labs. I am also going to thank you for staying all the way till the end. I know this video is longer than my usual ones, so to thank you so greatly, I'm going to give away a 14-day free trial to you or one of your friends. All you need to do is comment down below why you think the person you are going to give it to or yourself deserves a 14-day free trial of the game, and whoever's comment gets pinned in the comment section will get a message from me and I will give you a 14-day code. I'll also do one in my next video as well, so stay tuned for that. But guys, thank you so much for watching till the end. I love you all. Really appreciate it. Goodbye. God bless. I'm gonna go come now.